blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
That's how you know you play the game too much.
Now, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Subscribe.
I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Herbert will find Metcalf. First down, Seattle.
Okay. Yeah, do your thing, bro.
I have 100 and something right now. Subscribers? Yeah. Really? On my other account, my real account where I stream,
Yeah, Chris.
Every time I stream, you click on that shit, you go with it.
Non-ass people actually know how to subscribe. Chris, that was the best fucking move I ever made. Trading Bobby and Russell, best move on planet Earth.
You think?
I swear to God.
That's a lot of cap space, though. Russell Wilson's like the second highest.
Dude, I got Earl Thomas, C.J. Mosley. I got Earl Thomas, C.J. Mosley, Sam Darnold. Earl Thomas, C.J. Mosley, Sam Darnold, and one more person. Who was the last one? I got one more person for him. I traded my first, Russ, and Bobby. And got Earl Thomas, C.J. Mosley. Oh, Lorenzo Carter. With 92 speed? Yes, sir.
92?
Yeah, he's got 92 speed, bro.
You got 92 speed, why wouldn't you just play safety?
At a fucking linebacker. I said, good God. I traded Slime for all of them. I traded my first, Bobby Wagner, and Russell for all 4 of them. Because I can't rock with fucking Russ. It's official, fuck Russ. I would rather have goddamn Danny Dimes over Russell Wilson.
Alright, my bad.
Oh, you good, bro.
Yep, I'm officially a faggot. No one's beating me. Let's go. No one's beating me much.
Shit, they are in a franchise.
16 yards the game there.
A gain of 16 yards.
Bro, you're gonna be just fine.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
He's gonna be just
at
fine.
the 46.
He's just gotta figure out what he's doing.
From the gun, Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
I just waited till you pulled off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last
That's
two
legitimately
plays.
all I waited
And
on.
he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
I know, and I'm out here
He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability
just
to
like
finish the
fucking
catch.
Pain. Same way, I can't beat Pain.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
Good tackle.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this
That might be
size
really
and these
wide.
dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
You
send
can
this one
upgrade,
away.
like if they re-sign with you for lower, it helps you be able to sign people. You got to upgrade your coach. Re-sign something.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Yes,
I
you
just have to
signed
think
him.
the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should fit from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got three. Hey, 22.
Damn it, I didn't adjust that son of a bitch.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
You've got those 3 tabs. You can go to running back.
Number 8 on the year.
Got a running back re-sign in for
here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
It's like free agency.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Me either. Until I was playing this, I was like,
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Every time I got
because when you
with
score
my
a
dad
touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
No, he would take
when
me
you scored
fishing.
points,
Because
it's a
9 times
whole
out of
lot
10 I
better
got into a
view
fight.
than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I had to go win the fight.
They'll run this with
If I won the fight, my dad took me
looking
fishing
for a
for the
seam
3 days I was
finding
on
none.
LSS.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And
Trey
they
Flowers
made sure
there
to give
on
me
the tackle.
ISS for life.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And somebody else.
Check 15.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
60 or.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, good tackle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
In real life? Fuck yeah.
Back to throw. Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, my
The ball
God.
popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
You get all the whole shit against me every time.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30.
That was
and his guys
right
will take
there,
over
the
at
whole
the 30-yard
time.
line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive.
Did
the
you just
Seahawks
not see me?
offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
61, matchbox, right. Deep river.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, you can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yo, pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
You know,
Check 25. White. He's coming. Double up. Look at him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
You better go on and stop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it
You know
back to
damn
about
good and well
the
you and I have
19-yard
stupid close
line.
games. It comes down to whoever throws the last fucking turnover.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next
I
drive.
lost
They are
the damn,
looking to make a bit of a
playoffs
180. They
last
are
time.
sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this
I can't
patch.
wait to see
We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson.
There you go, Jalen
Slipped one
Brown.
tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Actually, I haven't.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them the hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Sure, why not just help you out? I didn't realize it was 4th. If it was, fuck, man, I would have never called the timeout.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. People say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Wow.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Wow, good.
Jesse James. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
You ain't got to tell me.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Unfakeable and reinforcement.
At their own 25-yard line.
So that is definitely a fucking
Coming to the line
accomplishment.
here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA
Madden's
Sports
realist?
halftime report. Coach.
Did you see how I beat the fucking...
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
No.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
No, that's wrong league. I ain't argued with nobody today. I've been fucking balls to the wall since 8 a.m.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a tough injury, too.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we actually live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Twice, bro. I got you on it twice.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Probably.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Tariq Cohen?
I don't know. I was a kicker.
It's his third
You
year.
got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone.
Please do.
And he won't return
He's
this
like
one. He'll go down to a knee,
25.
and they'll start at the 25.
Facts he is.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Don't come
Now, as a
back.
quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You wanted me to be on?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Omaha, ready to move. 59. Hey,
Yeah, I got you as a friend.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
If he gets one more pick, he's going to get double third.
Give me radar.
Or if I hold you to that.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz,
I thought I was
likely going to
gonna
leave
get
you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
Probably
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going to wind up, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
I rolled you all the way up to a 99.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
93 speed, I think.
Ready?
In the game?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Cobb to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
I mean, it's a real big toss-up between Zeke and Saquon.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that I had
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Yours wasn't hit stick century. Yours was fucking strip century.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Yeah, you stripped at least. You had 3
First
strips.
down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Remember my
better
very
against
first
man
game of
than
Madden
zone,
18, I
or
took a pick
Better
six.
against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt,
I
find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like the crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Back
now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. 40 gun. White. 55. 56. I'm coming. Hey. Mike 56. Mike 56. All right.
Yeah, 95.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
No, he's not.
Randall Cobb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
He might be a 90.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Bro, you should go look at my
fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As
my defense alone
at the 21-yard line.
My offense is shitty as fuck. I don't even know why. But my defense is mean.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after
my
punting
first
last
15
time.
picks.
See if they can get something going on this drive.
Probably 12 picks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
Blowing it away.
Big Ed. Hey, 5-0.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
I had to play
a big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
50. Wide. Get wide. Check nickel.
And he will maneuver his way down
as soon as I
about
saw
the 7.
motion.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The last one was
the Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's going to be knocked away in the
I knew
end
you were
zone.
going to do it. I
It's
tried to
incomplete.
bait it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
What
If there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
Yeah, we have. they released the design of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time
they
wasn't
released the
pretty. One
design.
play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
But it's going to be just like the Xbox One. I mean, really, if you think about it.
After what happened on the last one, throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Funny thing is, Madden is a lot better.
Let's face it, if you get the ball 4 yards or more on first
You
down
have
is
more
what you're aiming
control.
for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
You're right, there is. There's a fuck ton of those.
On second down now, Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On third down, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, my
And he
God,
knocks the
bro.
ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were,
Ew,
but how about
you
the
take
reaction
missions.
time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On fourth down, Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their
I'm
blocks,
just going
and
to
that
let
one
that
ended up going
motherfucker run.
backwards.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
After this cat.
Here's a second and 7.
This team's so fucked.
Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone.
I'd love to know why I
but
didn't
it's
make the cut.
incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never enough.
Bro, it's always like this when I play you, though. It's so fucking irritating on both sides. It literally comes down to who turns the ball over last.
The Detroit offense
Every
ready to
time.
begin their drive.
One of us
And
jumps
last time
up,
they got
come
3
back,
points,
and
but it was a
it's a
chip
4-3.
shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That was
Oh
excellent
my
from start to
God.
finish, from the blocking to the running, just well
Trey Flowers
executed.
got
And
hurt
now let's look
running.
ahead, because after that, how about a little
you
play action, maybe a
joking
little
me right now?
bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down
Right,
here
Flowers.
looking for 6. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Prater on to add the extra point.
I love how he says the Madden gods
And
too.
they will take a 7-point lead now.
Facts they are. Gosh.
After the touchdown,
No, it was
out
my
is
corner.
Prater to kick.
You laid down and my corner got hurt.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for.
No,
and
bro, he
taken.
got hurt running. Just, you know, jogging out there, chasing butterflies.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this
I
time.
don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity
This is one game I've been
usually
looking
gets
forward
better
to
as the
all
game goes
fucking
on.
season.
I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Goddamn chat. Keep talking crazy, motherfucker.
Rock it. Hurry.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I know. I'm watching it.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him
I love how
nowhere
your
to go
tight
with
ends will
football.
catch
And they just
anything.
have to make it stand up one more time because as Pierce
what I mean?
they got their number, can they
It's
not
so
have a slip
irritating.
up here and allow the touchdown?
God damn, Will Dissly's got an 87 catch.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Back up. 44. Mike, hey, tight down. Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Herbert. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
My fucking thing.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage
What
there
are you
too strong on the deep
doing?
ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but
I
in this
don't know,
situation, I know as a
man.
defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The
Shut the
pressure
fuck
drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got his man. That's Harry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
God. This game. Yeah. Not really. I needed to get that bitch out of bounds.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh
And
my
eventually
God.
taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Good.
Deshaun Hand able to
God
collapse the
damn.
pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
I was trying to take off.
Well, Charles,
Bitch, what are you
this one's
running?
going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead
I don't
in
think
the
you
fourth
understand
quarter,
how
all
bad
you
I
talk
wanted
about
that
doing
fucking
is
win.
finishing and closing
I know
a game
you don't
out.
understand
But when you
it.
flip it over,
There's
how
no,
about
it's
that?
okay.
Making
No,
the
you
comeback
don't.
and then finishing
You don't
the game,
understand.
sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.